Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. Here we find ourselves midweek, continuing our learning. Please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Ganei Yisrael for Shlomo Chol Petzuei Yisrael and the safe return of our hostages. And we learn each and every day Le'ili Nishmat Seren Daniel Shimon ben Harav Daron v'Sheli Hashem Yakum Demo. The next chapter, Ad Kama Efshar L'Haktimas HaTefillah B'Shas HaDchak. B'Shas HaDchak, so in a time of need, one can say already the brachas of Kriya Shema from the time of Amod HaShachar, shehi 72 dakos lefnei azricha, which is 72 minutes before sunrise, and he says in the days of Nisan and Tishrei. Obviously it changes with the seasons a bit. Aval kol zman sheyesh ezo efsharus lomar es brachos Kriya Shema achar zman mishiyakir ein la'or mishiyala Amod HaShachar. So Amud HaShachar is before Mishiyakir, so if you have the possibility to say the brachas of Kriya Shema after Mishiyakir, then you shouldn't say it at Amud HaShachar. So let's finish this paragraph and I'll give you a little bit of an example. So Lamashal, Hayotze L'derech, Im Huyachal Hispalo Tol Kadei Halicha B'Yeshiva. So let's say someone who has to travel. If he's able to daven while he's walking, or at least while he's sitting, Ke Shechaver Noheg, when let's say someone else is driving, Olav lahamtim l'zman mishiyakir. He should wait at least till mishiyakir. V'yomer esbrichas kriya shema v'yispal shema esrei tol kadei halicha b'yeshiva. And then he should say after mishiyakir the brachas of kriya shema, and then daven shema esrei while he is traveling, sitting, traveling, whatever it might be in the car. So let's just give you an example for today. So today, I'm just pulling up a luach here. So today is Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, July 9th. Yud Gimel Tammuz. So, Alos HaShachar this morning here in northeastern New Jersey, let's say if we take the later Zman, Alos HaShachar was at 4:27 a.m., and Mishiyakir is at, there's two Zmanim for this as well. No, I'm sorry, it's 4:20, I'm trying to read the columns without messing up my eyes. So it's 4:23 a.m., and the earlier Mishiyakir is 4:27, but really would go by 4:50. So the difference between 4:23 and 4:50, if you could wait till 4:50 to daven, Brichas Kriya Shema, obviously that would be ideal. That's what the Rav is talking about here. V'im hu yachal lomar es Brichas Kriya Shema b'darko achar zman Mishiyakir, aval eni yachal yispal shemon esrei b'darko, as ayaktim lehispal amidem achar Amod HaShachar. But let's say he's able to say the brachas of Kriya Shema on his way while he's traveling after Mishiyakir. So that's after here we're talking about the 4:50 a.m. type of Zman. Aval eino yachal yispala, but he cannot say Shmona Esrei while he's traveling. So then, yaktim lihispala amida amacham Amod HaShachar. He should perhaps say amida right after Amod HaShachar, v'esberchas Kriya Shema v'shma yomer b'darko limor shel yismach gulul tefillah. So you can actually say it out of order, even though it's not having gulul tefillah, but otherwise he wouldn't be able to say Shmona Esrei, so you're actually saying it out of order. Very, very complicated situation. Best thing is to just daven on time and daven with a minyan. And let's say you can't even say the brachas of Kriya Shema while you're traveling. Let's say you don't have a sitter. You don't know the whole text by heart. And you don't have the opportunity to get a sitter while you're traveling or walking. Since this is a time of need, it's a circumstance that is out of his control necessarily, so then he could daven earlier. This is what you should do in such a situation. Yomer es birchas hashachar. You should say the morning brachos, karbanos, psuki dizirma lefnei Amod HaShachar. So before Amod HaShachar even, so that's before here in our time, it's before the 4:23 a.m. time. So you have 16.1 degrees or you have 72 minutes. So let's go by the 72 minutes. So you should say brachos, karbanos, psuka dezimra before that 4:23 a.m. Ukashiyala Amod HaShachar, and then once that passes, you satef b'talis below bracha. You put on a talis without a bracha. V'yaniach tefillin below bracha, and you put on tefillin without a bracha. V'yomer es Kriya Shema b'chasev yispal amida, and then you should say Shema and all the brachas of Kriya Shema and say Shemona Esrei. Ukashiyasayim es tefillas amida kvar yagiz ma Mishiyakir. By the time you finish that, already the time of Mishiyakir comes. V'az yimashmeish b'tzitzis b'tefillin v'yarach aleim. Then you kind of move your talis and tefillin around, and then you make the bracha on them. According to Ashkenazim, the bracha of Yotzer Ha'aretz and brachas Kriya Shema you shouldn't say before Mishiyakir. But rather you should push it off until after the Shemona Esrei. A couple of long notes here. I don't know if you could remember all of this, then maybe you could figure out a way to daven on time. I'm not sure, but it's just complicated. But it does happen that sometimes, let's say, especially when somebody has to travel, you have to catch a flight, whatever it might be, that you find yourself in these circumstances, you have to know what to do. I mean, I'll tell you, when I'm out of my element, not in shul or not somewhere where I'm in the regular time frame, it does kind of mess you up a bit. So, but you have to be able to be prepared for all circumstances. So that's why we learn the halacha. So thanks so much for learning with us today. Please continue davening for Chayalei Tzvah G'nai Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol B'tzvei Yisrael, and the safe return of our hostages. Nishmat Saren Daniel Shemon Rav Daron V'Sheli Shemekam Damo. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you here next time.